Good people, what's going on? Welcome to episode 75 of the Dome Podcast, man. Real quick, man. Thanks to everyone to follow me on Twitter, X, man, showing me love, and thanks for all the subscribers so far. Here on YouTube, man, trying to keep building, man. So I appreciate the love, man, and everything like that. So look, I did a tweet the other day about KD2 versus Magic 3 because people really love Magic 3 and people really love KD2. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, I used to think they was kind of like even out a little bit, man. But I was listening again today and yesterday, and I must say that I think I had to give KD2 the edge over Magic 3. And then I started thinking, well, how good is KD2 for real? I was really doing a knowledge on it. And I say, you know what? I know we love KD3, but let's go track for track. Because a lot of times, like, when I first started doing podcasts, I had several episodes where, I did Mobb Deep Infamous versus Only Been for Cuban Links, track for track. And I even had the little listing of the songs. I don't do that anymore, but, we'll talk about that. Then I had Me Against the World versus Machiavelli. I had Life is Good versus Godson. You can go back and look at some of these episodes if you're interested in, like, really going track for track in some of these albums. I had, what's another one that I had? I had Black Album versus The Blueprint. I had Stillmatic versus It Was Written. And it was just kind of fun like that, man. I even did my 9 favorite songs on It Was Written versus the 9 Illmatic songs. So I've done this a few times. It's been probably about, a year or two since the last time I did it. But I was listening to KD2 and I was like, why don't I do track for track? You know what I'm saying, with KD3, because I know this whole thing is KD3 and Magic blows like I guess the rest of the Hit Boy and not albums away. That's not the case. You know what I'm saying? And doing this KD2 versus Magic 3 is some very interesting conversation and comments, and with a lot of people that follow me or rock with me on X. And it made me go back, like I said. And so earlier today, I went track for track. And I said this would be a good idea to kind of put this perspective out there for my followers and see what you guys think. Because I titled this KD2 versus KD3 track for track is an eye-opener. And I meant that because once I got to the last few tracks, I was like, let's really talk about this. Now, obviously, after KD1 got a Grammy, Nas first Grammy, which is ludicrous. You started the one, then the Magic One happened, and he gave everyone for the 90s what they really wanted, I believe. KD2 came, and it was like, oh, it's better than KD1 for probably 90% of the people that I interact with. Because all those albums came, and then KD3 came, and it was kind of like, oh, this might be the classic out of the Nas Hit Boy run, and people think Magic 1 is as well. But going back now, maybe this run is even better than I thought. Maybe KD2 is even better than I thought, right? So let's do this. I want to see what you guys think when we go track for track. Now, obviously, KD2 has 15 songs. KD3 has 17 songs, but one of them is a bonus song. So I'll just go 1 through 15. And then we can kind of talk about track 16 and 17. But nevertheless, by the time we get to track 15 for both albums, you kind of get a gist, of kind of how this conversation can go. And it can be pretty interesting. You know what I'm saying? So let's do this. Now, both of them professional reviews were outstanding. But that Metacritic overall, like encompassing like the average, KD2 had a 86 and KD3 had an 88. Now, the 88 is one of the highest ones at the time over the last couple of years in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But KD2 got an 86. So professional from all the different reviewers on that side of things, they will look that close to the same, and that's not talked about on X like that. So this is another thing that I want to bring to the attention of people, that when we talk about these albums, we're not talking about that. They almost had the exact same rating from the professional reviewers, 86 and 88. You know what I'm saying? Which I really think that's a big thing that's overlooked. So nevertheless, as I take a sip, track number 1, KD2 is The Pressure. versus Ghetto Reporter. I listened to both songs twice, and you know what? I think the pressure. I like the beat a little bit better. I think both rhymes are good. I think both of them set off the albums in a nice fashion. I like the way they get a reporter when kind of Nas was kind of like, well, he kind of give me some applause. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the Nas that got to that point on KD3, like, y'all give me some applause, man. I mean, come on, man. Look what I'm doing for the culture. Look what I'm doing for my core fans with this KD3. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna give the pressure the edge. All right. So that's 1-0 for KD2. Okay. Now, track 2, KD2, Death Row East versus Legit. So let me say this. Death Row East is gonna always get a lot of props because Nas is he's finally again he's revisiting the time when him and Tupac met at Bryant Park after the awards and had a conversation. Now we've seen Young Noble diss Nas recently. We've seen so many conversations about this meeting over the last since social media got popular. We saw Snoop Dogg just like he made up a whole damn story about it. You know what I'm saying? He had Snoop Dogg story, Suge Knight story matches Nas's. Mutai joint match Nas. You know what I'm saying? Fatals didn't really match that well. Fatals and then that Fatal Boys was on might have been Art of Dialogue 2 years ago, and I think theirs kind of matched Nas as well. You know what I'm saying? And then Shook said something like I said a few seconds ago that kind of was on par. So, but nevertheless, Nas actually said something about this on We Will Survive on I Am in 1999. A lot of people don't talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Nas talked about the meeting real quick with Pac on We Will Survive. You know what I'm saying? Just a couple days after Pac died, not 20 years later. But he did address it again on Death Row. It's a great song, great story, intriguing and all that. But I think Legit is a better song. And this is about songs. Legit is a great way to start off KD3 after the Get a Reporter. Obviously, A Fire Heartbeat is one of my favorite movies of all time, and that sample from the Fire Heartbeats, the way that beat picks up midway through with Hit Boy, he just murdered that joint, man. And I think Legit is a better song than Death Row East, even though Death Row East is more interesting. So that would be make it one apiece, you know, whatever. Now this round 3, I gotta take a sip. 40 Side versus Thun. 40 Side is one of my favorite Nas and Hit Boy songs. I think it's an outstanding song. That beat, bang, Nas flow was crazy. It's a stellar track, man. Stellar track. But Thun, if I did a greatest hits Nas album with like 20 songs on it, Thun might be the first song I pulled from this Nas and Hit Boy run. Thun reminds me of the hard 90s. Look, man, if we didn't tell you who produced that song, excuse me, you'd have thought one of those 90 boom bap guys did Thun. It's an outstanding song, man. I love it. I love the beat, everything about it. So I have to give Thun the edge over 40 Side, man, but it's close to me. 40 Side is a great song. You know what I'm saying? So there we go with 2-1, KD3. We get down to track 4, EPMD 2, featuring EPMD and Eminem. I think Nas' flow on that was stupid. I thought Nas out-rapped Eminem. I know some people love the Eminem rap, but it was just so just so robotic and just he's rapping, trying to be the rap god. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of too much, but I did like that very little part at the end, the J's, the Waynes, I like the way he was like he wanted to be mentioned with all of those greats and stuff like that. So that was dope, man. But EPMD, Eric and Paris had a real short little back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So overall, I think the song is pretty good, man. But it's going up against Micah and Quincy. There's people who think Micah and Quincy the best song on the whole Nas Hit Boy run. There's people that think Micah and Quincy, is the best song on KD3. So, I mean, it's going to beat out EPMD too. You know what I'm saying? So now we're getting, 3-1 or whatever. Now we get to the song Rare, track 5 on KD2. Man, I like Rare, man. I listen to it, like I said, I listened to it again today, and it's smooth. You know what I'm saying? I like it better now than I did when I got KD2. I liked it then, but I just like it better now. I think it aged really well. But it's going against 30. Going on 30 summers. And 30 is the joint where I like the video for. I like the beat. I like Nas. It almost felt a victory lap almost. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the one I think he said premiere album still might happen. You know what I'm saying? And wonder why Pete Rock would act like that, whatever. But man, 30, man, going on 30 summers. I mean, and this is what Nas and Hit Boy, this is what Hit Boy did again when he gave Nas this variety of beats and all different type of styles for Nas to rock on, man. That a lot of people starting to get now. Like they starting to understand the importance of all of these different type of styles and beats and everything, samples and everything Hit Boy was doing. And 30 is just one of the ones, man. Like, so I get at the edge. Now you see 4-1, right? So you're like, man, KD3 is rocking right now on my end. Then we get to YKTV with A Boogie, G and Dubs against Hood to Hood. If I'm riding in the car, probably me personally, because I like storytelling and stuff like that, I'm gonna go Hood to Hood. You know what I'm saying? Personally, but me just trying to be objective, like I always try to be with everything I talk about when regarding music. The YKTV is a better song. So I'll give that song to I'll give that round to KD2. Okay. Now we get to track 7, Store Run against Recession Proof. I like Recession Proof. Probably not one of my favorite ones on KD3, but it's a good song, man. It's a very good song. But Store Run, man, I think that shifts the sound of KD2 into the final half of the album. And it was the perfect song to shift the mood and energy of the album. Store Run is just a better song than Recession Proof. I think that most people will agree with me on that. You know what I'm saying? So now we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 to 3. You know, like it's good. You know. So now the next song, Moments against Reminisce. Now this is Frazier and Ali the one. Like I was looking at these joints earlier, and I listened to both of them again. And I was like, man, I can't do even. I gotta pick one. You know what I'm saying? Moments, man, it's just soulful. It's Nas all doing his reminiscing, no pun intended. His deep thought again, and the first time type things and all this stuff like this. A feel good joint, man, with some soul to it. But Reminisce was one of the ones I had on repeat when I got KD3. I mean, the sample, the beat, lyrically what Nas was saying, he really took you down memory lane. Like the Moments against Reminisce is just something serious. It's crazy the way that, you know, the sequencing, I don't, you know, maybe it's on purpose the way there's a certain maybe style the way Hit Boy and Nas was sequencing all the albums. But Moments and Reminisce are literally the same vibe of songs, and they both track number 8 on KD2 and KD3, which I think is pretty fascinating. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Reminisce gonna get that one. 9, Nobody featuring Lauryn Hill versus Serious Interlude. Another time where I'm really torn. Now, just for perspective, real quick, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 5 to 4 right now. And I think this is I'm pretty legit with what I'm doing. Now let me know, you know what I'm saying, if I'm off, you know what I'm saying, or your perspective on how you would rate these songs. But Nobody against Serious Interlude. Serious Interlude is kind of sad to a degree. It's like a conflict within himself with this lady. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we shouldn't be doing this, man. You got something. I mean, why are we doing this, man? Like, it's like indecent proposal. You know what I'm saying? But dope, soulful, man, whatever. But Nobody, man, is just. I felt Nas on that, and I'm sure a lot of celebrities probably felt like Nas felt on here. Like, I just want to go somewhere and be nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, go to some foreign country, man, where I can walk around with my loved ones or, you know, stuff like that. If we can go to restaurants and eat, we can walk, see the beach and see the mountains or whatever, you know, thing that, you know, that some attraction in some foreign country or whatever. And I can just kind of sit there and sip a coffee, man. And people walk by and speak to me like they're speaking to everyone else. I'm just nobody, man. I'm just a person. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, I can imagine that for some people, there's no peace anywhere. They can't go to a grocery store. They can't go to a mall. You know, it's I got to sign all these autographs. So if I don't sign them because I'm just tired, I just want to just shop. Then it's like, this person's a prick. I support you and you're a prick. You know what I'm saying? So to be nobody, you know what I'm saying, it's something. And then Lauryn Hill verse was dope. Look, Lauren could have wrote it, Nas could have wrote it, somebody else could have wrote it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's dope. You know what I'm saying? I think the song is just a little better overall, the serious interlude, but both of them are stellar songs. Track 10, No Phone in Love with Charlie Wilson. I like the song, man, but I don't really love the song, but it's a good song. Some people might love it. You know what I'm saying? But I think I'm on Fire is just a better song. The beat, the tempo, the beat is just better. I think Nas rhyming is better on I'm on Fire. And I just like everything about the song. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give it to I'm on Fire. Brunch on Sunday, man, you know, the video, it's a great song. And I think a lot of people right here is funny. I think a lot of people would pick Brunch on Sundays over number 11 for KD3, WTF Shake My Head. I'm picking WTF Shake My Head on KD3. But I think some people will probably pick Brunch on Sundays from KD2. And if you do that, you damn near even. And we get into the last few songs of the album. You see how close this is? Now you see why the professional critics got one of the 86, one of the 88. We ain't talking about that. People overlooking that, like I said at the beginning of the show. Now, that beat change on WTF, man, it just, oh my God. Everybody said they with it. Man, I ain't gonna really cite the lyrics, but man, when the beat switch, Nas flow just, man, them beat switches by Hitbo on some of these songs, on these albums was just outstanding. You know, he did it on Dedication. You know, he did it on Mike and Quincy. He did it right here on WTF. He did it on several songs, man. Like, I love switch ups, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do. So I'm gonna give this joint to, and now we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Against 1, 2, 3. So KD3 is only up like 2 or something like that. But let's go here now. Track 12 is Count Me Out against Once a Man, Twice a Child. I think that KD2 wins that one. And if it does, now it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Was it 7 to 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 to 5 right now. It's 7 to, going in to right now. If Count Me Out for it's track 12, it's 7 to 5 KD3. 7 to 5 KD3. Going into track 13 is Composure featuring Hit Boy against Get Light. Now, Get Light is a great song. It sounds like it feels like a summer cookout song. I was a little surprised Nas did it, and it worked. It sounded like a song that would have worked on the radio. Really good song, man. Like, really solid. Like I said, it's kind of the JV version of Will Smith Summertime. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, not on no level like that. I'm just saying the feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like flipping them burgers, sipping a brew, listening to Get Light, man. I really like that song, man. But Composure, first of all, Hit Boy verse is outstanding. If you go back right now and listen to Composure, Hit Boy verse to set it off is outstanding, man. He did something special on that verse. The beat is sick, and then Nas just took it home. Composure, to me, is one of the best Nas and Hit Boy songs in the whole catalog they did. It truly is. It might be the best song on KD2 to me. And it rivals every song on KD3, even Thun. It really does to me. That's how good Composure is. Going down to track 14 now. My Bible versus First Time. First Time is cool. The first time he did it, first time he heard that, first time with the chick, Nas killed it. Nice storytelling as Nas always do. But My Bible is different level. I challenge you right, in the near future, to go back and listen to these two albums. Go listen to My Bible and then listen the First Time. I think you'll pick My Bible. Now, doing that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yo. And then 1, 2, 3. It's 7 apiece. I got it 7 apiece going into the 15th final track for KD2. 7 apiece. Nas is good as track 15, and track 15 on KD3 is Beef. Nas is good. If you didn't know again who produced that song, you'd have thought Pete Rock did it, or Q-Tip did it, or any of the soulful Ninth Wonder. It's not like a Ninth Wonder beat. You know what I'm saying? Nas is good. Was the perfect ending to KD2. it reminded me of how Beautiful Life was on Lost Tapes 2, which Beautiful Life would have been perfect at the ending of Life is Good. Nas is Good is an outstanding song. Is Nas again like that song 30 on KD3? It's a victory lap song. Beef is great. Beef is a dope album track. You know what I'm saying? But Beef is not better than Nas is Good. So now, to me, with the way I'm ranking it, that's 8-7 KD2. Not saying this, I'm just saying we're going track for track, not the whole. We're going track for track. For me, now if I change Y2 YKTV, because I just say it's a better song, you know what I'm saying, to the masses more than likely because of A Boogie, YG, and Dubs. I think that the masses going to pick that. I listen to Hood to Hood more, so if that will be the case, then at track 15, KD3 will win 8-7 for me. But I was trying to look at even just more than that. It's a bigger song and probably a better song, so I gave it a KD2. Now, so that would be 8-7 for KD2. Now, with that being said, you still got Don't Shoot and To My Last Breath. So now KD2 is playing, KD3, excuse me, playing with House Money. All right. If I'm adding Don't Shoot, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, and then the bonus track is To My Last Breath. KD3 will win. But I did this because I don't know if a lot of people think they this close, but they actually are. I don't have nothing to do with the professional ratings because some professional ratings suck to me, but I'm just saying overall, one got an 86 and one got an 88. And when KD3 got the 88, it was at the time overall ranked as one of the highest hip hop albums in the last like 5-6 years as far as like that type of ranking. But KD2 is right behind it. So, and somebody yesterday when I did the KD2 versus Magic 3, there was like 2 people in the comment section. I wish I knew their names right now so I could shout them out. Both of them said that KD2 was the best album in a Nas Hit Boy run. Contrary to popular belief of KD3 and Magic, these 2 people said that KD2 was the best album in a Nas Hit Boy run. Now, that's interesting because if you take 40 Side, Store Run, Moments, Nobody, Count Me Out, Composure, My Bible, Nas Is Good, it's 8 songs. And I just throw in Rare and The Pressure as the intro. Is that better than Magic 1? Is KD2 even with KD3? Or when I look at the track list again, people can go back and listen to both albums back to back. Is KD3 really that much better? They might be equal. They might be equal. I was amazed today when I listened to both albums back to back because I don't think I've ever done that. Like back to back. I think I listened to the Nas Hit Boy album as they were released. So anytime I was riding to them and stuff, I was listening to them how Nas and Hit Boy released them. But I don't think I listened to Magic. I did listen to Magic 1, 2, and 3 one time in a commute back to back. I don't think I ever did that with the King Disease albums. And once I did that earlier today, man, seriously, it was an eye opener. It was an eye opener that they were almost equal track for track. So that's how you have to do albums sometimes. Sometimes you have to go back and go track for track because we also understand the importance of how albums are sequenced. But these 2 albums are almost sequenced the same to me. And the quality they're almost the exact same. So look, I have The Pressure, YKTV, Store Run, Nobody, Count Me In, Composure, My Bible, Nas Is Good. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's like 8. Then I had on KD's 3 side, I had Legit, Thun, Mike and Quincy, 30. Then I had Reminisce, I'm on Fire, WTF, Shake My Head. But the last 4 songs on KD2, I picked over the last 4 songs on KD3. Go back and listen. Man, they almost equal to me, man. I'm really surprised right now. I'm really shocked. Now I'm about to go back now and listen to Magic One again. Cause I might have KD3, then KD2, then Magic. I don't know. Man, yo, this is just, it's amazing, man, what's going on with this with Nas. I said again the other day, what we talking about? Nas still the king of New York, man. Nas still the king of the East Coast. What we talking about? Are we serious? You know, you got your favorites. Nas still, he's that one right now again. You know what I'm saying? And the Primo album's coming. I guess it's coming this year. I heard through the grapevine that, you know, a couple of months ago, the 7-8 songs was already done. You know what I'm saying? Very reliable source. That 7-8 songs was done already. This is about 2.5 months ago. They probably had 10 songs now or more. It might be done now. You know what I'm saying? So we might get that maybe Nas' birthday in September. We might get it in a couple of months. I don't know. But you know, it is what it is. But nevertheless, man, KD2 versus KD3. This was actually very fun because I was shocked, man. I opened it for sure, man. Thanks for checking in episode 75 of the Dome Podcast, man. One love, man. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace.